Welcome to issue 59 of the Batmobile Tumbler. This issue we're going to be doing the additional roof supports. First we take support number 2, then we take the connecting bracket. The connecting bracket has got 2 pins and there are 2 holes here, and with this section facing inwards, so we put the pin in the locations like that. Then we take a connecting support number 1 and we place it with the 2 pins there into the 2 holes like that. We take the roof that we did in the previous issue with the connecting support already on it. We then take the connecting support number 2 and the connecting bracket, and then we, exactly as we did on the previous one, we connect the 2 pins into the 2 holes like that. We then connect this then into number 1. So we just locate the bottom pin and then the top one, and then it will just locate into the hole. So if we do the bottom pin, top one, and then it will locate in, and then we'll screw it. I put the screw in there. Take a BP screw, just hold the bottom there to support it, and then we'll insert the screw. But what I've already done is that I've already cut the threads in the bottom to make it easier. So I've just put a screw in until it starts to feel a little bit of resistance, because the screw is longer than the plastic, so you don't want to force it through or it'll start to bulge on that side. Same as that one, screw it in until you start to feel a little bit of resistance, then back the screw back out. We then turn that back over. We then get the roof support, making sure that the grooves are on the bottom. We then just squeeze these together slightly just to locate, because there are holes there and there's some pins on this side. So we connect it, we just on both sides there, and locate into the 2 holes, turn it over, and then we'll put 2 BP screws in. To support the back under there, and just tighten up. There we are. That's the roof bars on, or the rear spoiler support. Batmobile issue 60. In this issue we're going to be doing the spoiler and deflector. Next we take the left air intake. There's a letter L on it to indicate that it's the left hand one. The same as this is the baffle, and it's got a letter L. The baffle will screw into this position here like that. So with these, with the screw tabs are facing inwards, and then we screw them together with SM screws. First of all, I'm just going to cut the threads in these with a little bit of oil on the screw, and then we'll screw this in place. Next, we take the left intake panel, so that is marked L as well, and that will go into the location there. So it's angled upwards, so basically the inside is facing up. So we'll just cut some threads with CM screws as usual with oil, and then we'll screw this in. Them two done, then we position that. Let's put one screw in just to hold it. I won't tighten it all the way up. Get another CM screw. Shouldn't have to oil this one because I've already got oil in the hole. Right, and just tighten them up. So that is the end of this issue 2. Issue 61 of the Batmobile Tumbler. We're going to be starting the left ailerons. With issue 61, we get these are looks like plastic ailerons. We get a new screwdriver, and we get assortment of some AP screws, CM screws, and looks like a pin. There's a little pin. A WP screw and MP screws. You also get a couple of actuators, a joint and a coupler. First we take the left aileron marked L. It's the bit with it's got the recess in it, so it's got some side pieces compared to that where that is flat. We then take the actuator. The actuator has got some slots in the rear of it, so that is the way it goes round like that with the slot at the rear. We then take the actuator, which is marked L4. So the part L4 goes to the bottom with the shorter piece sticking up. There is a pin. So if we take the pin with some tweezers, we thread it through the hole and then drop it into the slot. We then take the top half of the aileron and then we locate it over the top, making sure that you keep this firmly together while we screw it. So if you just think the pin will come out, if you just let that go, the pin will fall out. So we just hold it together and then we screw it all together. We take the MP screws and then we take the new little screwdriver, holding these together, and then we put the screws in. Don't need to oil them because it's going into plastic. That's number 2, so that's firmly in. And finally the third one. Next, we retrieve the left air intake 60A and the engine panel that we did in 57. So they will locate, so you basically put them both face down, and then this will screw into here with CM screws. So they go into these pins or these screw locations here, like that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of oil on the CM screws just to cut the threads in these two locations. And then we'll join the two pieces together. It's got a bit of oil. So that's one, and then we'll do the second one. Okay. So then we'll join those on there and then put a screw in. I'm going to screw it up tight yet until I put the second screw in. Right, tighten them up. So that's what that looks like. Next, we take this joint. So you can see that you've got a longer piece here, and then it angles that way. So that goes into that location there. So you drop it with the straight piece with the screw hole there. You drop it straight through the hole here. So that goes in there, and then these two bits locate in the slot. So if you turn it over, it looks like that. So once that's in position into there, if you just hold it there, turn it over, you take the aileron with this actuator or connector piece at the top. There's a screw that goes through this hole there and through there. What I'm going to do is get something to support that in. So I'm just using like a Tamiya bottle if you've got one, or anything just to support that, because I haven't got enough hands. And then I'm gonna put that on. This goes out through the back, then I go there, and then we'll put the screw in. So once that's on, if you just pull it, locate it into the thing, so it comes right up. So you can just pull it up into the slot, and then there's enough to pull this around and to pop it into its correct location there. And then you put some AP screws in the rear. So I'm just going to put it there. AP screws. Just make sure it's still located. And we put one screw there, but you can actually see the bottom of it pop through part of it there. So that's screwed in, and then one to go into that location. So that is in there. Then we take the other actuator, which is marked L1. That will then go into the position here. So you can see there's one screw hole there. There's a lug, another screw hole there. And it goes into this position at the end of the aileron, like that. So you put the aileron there. It's got a little pin. You pop the pin in. And then you put the AP screws in these two locations. So just grab a screw. Make sure that's still in. I can still see the locating pin there. So there's one screw goes in there. Just hold it at the back with finger there to support it. And then hold it there, and then put another screw in this location. And just pop that in there, because that'll just come out. So you can just screw that in, and then put just move it back a bit and put the pin in there. So there we are. So that is, as you can see, working. So that is the end of that issue.